what else does Alpine Stars do for riders? Like, what does the sponsorship look like?
Oh man, that's a big one. So, what does Alpinestars do for their riders? Well, I will say, from a support side, we have staff at every single race
Mhm.
that supports riders.
Wow.
Say you get off the track, you bring us your boots. We're going to clean your boots. There's extra sets of gear. Someone cleans your helmet. Someone's there to support what you need at every race.
Wow.
So like, hey, I had a crash. I got a hole in my jersey. Here's your backup. I got a crash. My boot buckle came undone. Like my soles are pretty worn out. I need another set. The other set's there. So there's constant service and support at every single round. I mean, full support. And
Can
that's
I ask a
something.
quick question to you? So
How?
we're talking,
Yeah,
yeah, this is, yeah, I'm a youth activation guy. So you're talking about at a very high level, but what about these up and comers? How does Alpenstar approach up and comers? Is it purely results? Or are you looking for dynamic personalities? Are you looking for new opportunities through amateurs through different disciplines? Um, can you talk more about the amateur level?
Sure, sure. So our team that supports Jet, Hunter, and all those guys also goes to Loretta's, also goes to some of the amateur races to scan and see and work with our amateur athletes. We have amateur athletes too. And our team will go to those amateur races supporting boots. We have a couple guys that we support gear with, so there is support on that level. But if you're talking about how to get within the scope of Alpinestars' attention, there's a lot of things that qualify into that. A lot of it comes down to results, like are you winning? Are you on the podium a lot? But it's also not just that. A lot of it comes down to um, your personal brand. Like if someone's talking about you, word of mouth. Like, hey, do you see Chet last week? Like he won first place and he's been winning first like all around. What's the talk about Chet? Oh, dude, he's such a great kid and he works really hard. His family's great supporting him. Like, what does the label of that rider say? That has a lot to do in it too. And then once we do have attention, when we start working with an amateur rider, like, hey, here's some boots. From that point on, it's what's the communication like? Is it
Good.
giving us an opportunity to help support? Or is it, hey, I just want free stuff? Like, there's a lot of things that go into that. Showing appreciation, being respectful. We talked about, a lot of people talked about your personal brand, social media. We look at social media pages because when you think about it, whether it's any of the other brands we've talked about, like this person is representing your brand. Do you want this person representing your brand? So our team researches social media. What's their social media feed like? What's their website like? Do they have a blog? Do they have a YouTube page? Do they send out a newsletter letting people know what they have, what they're doing? Do they send sponsor updates with photos that you could share on your social media programs? Or, hey, I just won this championship this week. Here's a photo of me with my boots and my gear. Thank you so much. And we'll give you photos once a week if you guys want to use them, whatever you need. It's working with the brands and creating a brand value, creating loyalty, open and great communication is number one. Having great kind of family vibe because Alpinestars, I mean, this is a family owned business and a lot of the athletes, I mean, they're family. And so do you want to spend a lot of time with a rider that's not only fast, but also has a great personality and is easy to work with, great communication, has great social media, goes above and outside of just the normal things what a writer would do on their own social media or helping you out in between sessions or at the end of the day if their session is done, hey, do you guys need any help with anything? Like I'm done for the day. It's like thinking outside the box to bring value to a brand to show that you really believe in that brand and what they do and the products that they make and ultimately respect is a big thing. and communication. I know I said that before, but having a great communication with your sponsors is so important. And you don't just feel like, give me free stuff and cool. I'll let you know when I need more free stuff. It's like, it doesn't work well that way.